Where should we start? Should we start with... Is that where we should start? He didn't play last night, and that's on everybody's mind. I want to get into this closer conversation, but I think everybody was anticipating that when he was recalled from Reno, was joining the team in San Francisco, that we would get to see Jordan Lawler last night. Now,
as you said last night,
yes,
Torey Lovullo hates fun.
Well, I did text you because you asked me why he wasn't in the lineup, and my response to you was because Torey Lovullo hates fun. My real answer is that right on right, it's Justin Verlander. I know he's had a so-so start to the season, but just doesn't feel like the best spot to start Jordan Lawler's 2025 campaign off on. Instead, you get him in there today. He goes up against a lefty in Robbie Ray. It's a better matchup for him. He can be in there. You can get somebody else a day off of rest. So it made sense. Trust me, the moment we got the news, I want to see him in there every day. But I just have to temper my own expectations. He's not going to be in there every day. He's going to rotate through and play a bunch of different positions. They're going to try to find ways to get him involved. He's not going to be an everyday player, at least not right now, at least with their current roster makeup. And so we just have to calm down a little bit. I know everybody's excited. Trust me. We've got on the soundboard. I mean, you can tell how excited we are about this. But he'll be in there today. Very exciting to see what it looks like with him at this big league level. Now, a couple seasons removed from his short stint in 2023. Injuries in the rearview mirror. Off to a great start down in Reno this year. Excited to see what he's going to be able to contribute to this team.
Yeah. He's going to bring an energy. He's going to do a lot for what this team needs right now. And I'm excited to see him take a bag. Like, I'm excited to see his speed really play. Because you're going to add another guy into this lineup who, on any given moment, could take a bag. And it just feels like they continue to build on this philosophy of speed wins. By the way, we didn't even touch on this. How about last night in the first inning?
Yeah.
Them calling that a double.
It got stuck under the wall.
It's Corbin Carroll rounding. I
know, but it gets stuck under the wall. You get two bases. Like, that's how it works.
It needs to be up a little bit to umpire discretion.
On whether or not the runner would have scored?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you give him two bases, but if Corbin's rounding third, he needs to get home.
I know, but you're now making something, instead of it being
a set rule,
you're making it umpire's discretion, and now they have to make that determination in real time. And I'm sorry, I just don't trust umpires to apply that rule consistently enough.
That's fair. Sorry, I got distracted. But.
No, it's fair, but the same thing with the check swing, right? The check swing is totally umpire discretion. Some umpires will say a guy went, same swing 2 weeks later, different umpire, he didn't go. Those close, I just don't know if we should trust umpires enough to make that happen, where instead you can just have a set rule. It's two bases. Sorry, luck doesn't go your way. But to your point about the speed, so far down in Reno, he had 13 stolen bases, that being Jordan Lawler. In 2023, he had 36 stolen bases across the minor league level. In 2022, he had 39 stolen bases. So, yeah, to your point, an extra layer of speed that you can add to the list. And by the way, I don't think we touched this. We're just going to go all over the place here this segment. We didn't start the show with this, and I don't think we mentioned it in the open. What a play by Gurriel to snag that ball.
Save the game.
I mean, absolutely saves the game. Game's tied if he misses that ball. The Giants are in position to take the lead if he doesn't catch that ball.
You put the pressure back on
the bullpen. Yeah.
And they've blown it again. And it's like...
just an incredible defensive play.
Everything.
Changes everything about what we're talking about today. So, Jordan Lawler, John asks 4 or 5 games every week. 4, I'm probably comfortable saying, is the max that he's going to play right now. I think it's going to be 3 or 4 most days. So he's playing today. The rest of the week, they'll probably find him at least 2 or 3 more starts. And that's fine. That is totally okay. So our first look tonight of Jordan Lawler with this team in 2025, I'm amped. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see where he hits in the lineup. I'm ready to see where he plays, ready to just see all of it, because I legitimately think this guy can be a major contributor and can help this team get to where they want to get to in 2025. Shelby Miller was the guy on the mound in the ninth inning. He was the guy tasked with holding a one-run lead, and he passed the test. He held the one-run lead. He was back in the role, and it all went according to plan. But that was the first time we've seen Shelby Miller since he was in the game in the ninth inning against the New York Mets. That was his last ninth inning appearance. Since then, Kevin Ginkel got a turn at it. Was an up-and-down roller coaster ride. Ryan Nelson got a turn at it, a 6-out save on Saturday night against the Dodgers. So it has been a revolving door down there for the Diamondbacks in terms of who their closer is going to be. Are we back to this being Shelby Miller's spot? Certainly, if we're doing this merit-based, after the outing that he had last night, you certainly think he's going to get another crack at it. You certainly think he's going to be the guy that this team turns to in the ninth inning. But what if he falters again? What if he slips up again? Is the revolving door, is the merry-go-round going to continue to go? At some point, you got to find a guy, you got to stick to a guy.
That was last night the cleanest ninth inning they've had in a long time. Even wins. Like that was
It was clean. It was never a doubt. Once Shelby Miller got in there, it was 1, 2, 3, 9 pitches, take care of business, move on.
Yeah, I think that earns you the role as closer until he falters. But I'm with you. You just need one guy and be like, hey, I need you to focus on the ninth. And right now they don't have that, and part of that's injuries and everything else. But when you have Ginkel and Miller and none of them know which one's going out in the ninth, it becomes a little tough.
It then makes Torey Lovullo's job difficult to manage how he's going to get however many outs he needs to get from his bullpen. Just creates more chaos. And that's an area where you don't want chaos. You want stable, steady rolls. And the only reason why somebody's not available to you is because they've just thrown a bunch recently and they're just out. You want to be able to trust all of the guys that you have out there in the bullpen. And we can't say that right now. We just can't say that about this group. Great performance from Shelby Miller last night, but now we got to stack a couple of these together. So my guess, Shelby's now back in this role. Shelby, after being given the ninth last night, 9-pitch inning, getting the save, making it look easy. The next save opportunity is going to be his. But I really think this is going to be a case-by-case basis. It's going to have to be, okay, you got to save this time out. You've earned another opportunity. You make a save, you pitch well the next time out. Okay, now you earn yourself a little more leash. You earn yourself a couple more opportunities. And I think that's the way that Torey's going to have to manage this, at least until Justin Martinez is back. Because I think he's going to be the first of the two relievers that comes back for this team. Right now, it's going to be that it is game by game, and that's not any way for a bullpen to operate. But right now, Shelby Miller's the closer, but he does not have a firm hold on that job. It is going to be situation to situation. You do well in the next spot, boom, you're going to get another chance. You don't, next man up. Unfortunately, I think that's the way he has to manage, because you got a team right now that's hovering around 500, 2 games up, 2 games above 500 after the win last night. You need every single one of these games. You can't give games away right now. So it's a really tough puzzle to try to solve. And with Shelby in the role last night, at least it feels like it's going to be his for the foreseeable future. But could see Kevin Ginkel in a couple of days, depending on how things go. Could see Ryan Nelson get another go at it. I mean, I think you're at a point right now that until you get Justin Martinez and AJ Puck back, you're just throwing darts at a dartboard, hoping that something sticks for a decent period of time.